up, tubers? Bunny here, and this week we're back in Black Lake in Minecraft. So in this video, I'm going to be finishing up creating this county government center, which you see right here. Now, I actually created this county government center, at least the building itself anyway, in the last Black Lake episode, which was about 3 months ago, I believe it was at this point. Yeah, it was back in November, I believe. And if you haven't seen that video, let me give you a little look at the structure of this building itself. So this is one of the more complete sides of the building. As you can notice on this side, there are offices within those rooms there. Well, they're office rooms, I should say. As you can guess, if you were to pause the video and count the floors, there are 6 stories. And if I go to the side, you'll notice that most of the sides are incomplete. So you see that here. You'll see that here. This side is more complete than the other side that I just showed you, but that's because this is a shorter side. And then this side, which is also rather incomplete. If I fly up to the roof, you can see the basic shape of the central block design that I have here. And of all the buildings in the city of Black Lake, the county government center is the only building that has a modern design to it. And I'm going to try to keep it that way. I'm going to try to make the other buildings look more, I guess 20th century would be the term I'd use. Oh, out here you've got your front parking lot, and actually I'm thinking of building a back parking lot over here. That'll be one of the things I do in this video. If I step inside, the first floor is basically the only floor that is mostly furnished. I still have to wrap it up in here. Let's see, what office did I just invade? City clerk. And then on the other side is the county clerk. Oh! And right here is an elevator, and it uses command blocks to bring you up and down, so I just went to the second floor. And in the previous Black Lake episode, I went ahead and set aside each of the floors for certain things. So in this case, floor 2 is all the public hubbub, safety, works, welfare. So they'll be having offices in this floor space here. Let's see, I need lights, don't I? Yeah, I'll get to that. But I might be utilizing some of the offices on the even number floors for the purposes of those county services. Let me show you what one of those offices on an odd number floor look like after I showcase the staircase. And there wasn't much to that. So on an odd numbered floor, did the door just have a delay in making the opening sound? Anyway, here in the odd number floor is what the office looks like. Frankly, I don't think that is very usable for any county works. So look over here, this is floor 3, so financial services, utilities, transport, city council. And yeah, I had to omit the O there because I ran out of space on the stupid sign! Oh, I should mention, floors 2 and 3 are for, I believe, the city portion, is that right? Or was that just for the county? That would have been for, floors 2 and 3 would have been for the county services. I guess floors 3 and up are, no, I don't remember. Is that a bad thing that I don't remember? Well, Bunny, you haven't touched the building for 3 months, so I don't blame you for forgetting. Aw, thanks, Bunny. Yes, we've got some peaceful music playing. I might want to turn that down. No, it's already at 0%. It's basically just a tiny bit above mute. I don't think it should be much of a bother, though. Ah, yes, and this is what the floor space looks like on an odd-numbered floor. So, odd-numbered floors have less space per square meter than do the even-numbered floors. And I believe floor 6 is the top floor, correct? Yep. School superintendent. Oh, superintendent. Ha, nice slang there. So yeah, you get the idea. I'm going to be decorating this building here to make it suitable for city and county services. So, I'm going to go down now. Whee! And I cannot go down any farther. Okay. So that's what the County Government Center looks like on the inside. There is your basic tour. And I think I don't have anything else to say about this building, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start working on this building. Here we go. So this whole decorating process can be broken down into 3 parts. The first part is ground level outside. Second part being interior decorating, and the last step being roof outside decorating. What you're looking at right here is obviously that first step, the ground level outside decorating. And as you notice, I went right ahead and built this backside parking lot. And I tell you the truth, given how many employees I could potentially stuff inside this finished product, there are not nearly enough parking spaces outside. Oh yeah, and then I added a couple of trees and that finishes part 1, so now we're on to part 2, interior decorating. As you notice here, I am furnishing the interior of the city and county clerk offices. And the design that you notice for each cubicle in these offices, that's basically the standard that I set for the designs of the remaining cubicles, which I built toward the end of part 2. So what I just entirely missed over on my rant about office cubicles was the creation of the offices for the police chief and the fire chief. What you're looking at here is the creation of offices for the city services. Also around this time is when I started placing windows along each of the floors. So basically what I did for window placement was I created the windows for each of the office rooms on the second floor. And then that became the design standard for the remaining even numbered floors. For each of the offices, cubicles, or rooms, I use these types of furnishings. I have a desk, which includes a player head computer on top, and has some shulker boxes used as cabinets. I use scaffolding and a trapdoor to create a chair, and it's actually a functional chair. In some of the office rooms, I will use the brown shulker boxes to create larger cabinets if need be. And I use quartz blocks, beacons, and flower pots to create a water dispenser with a little cup so that you can grab it and get some water if you want. So with the exception of the bottom floor and the top floor, the floor plan that you saw me create upon the second floor is basically the standard floor plan that I implement in each of the floors. And there are some office rooms which I used on every floor. Then there are some office rooms which I use on all but maybe one floor. And then vice versa with other offices. So here I am starting work on an office room. Actually, it's kind of more of a conference room, if you will. I'm starting to create the room that houses the city council. However, now that I look back on this time lapse, I realized that I may have forgotten to add offices for each of these council members to work in. I think these members would need some sort of office or something. I don't suppose that they're spending all the time congregating and making decisions. You know what I'm saying? But what I should be saying is I should be going back to the now and noting that I am now creating offices for the municipal attorney. And I've assigned these municipal judges each a quadrant of Black County. So one gets the quadrant that is mostly the town of Black Lake. Another municipal judge gets the quadrants that consist of the central town of Black Woods, which is a neighboring town a few hectometers away from Black Lake. And then two other municipal judges that overlook quadrants 3 and 4. I did not give those quadrants any specific names, because they have yet to be occupied by much. So as you just saw, I just completed the offices for the city manager and the mayor. And in both of those office rooms, you will have noticed that I created a table which includes a tabletop map showing Black Lake. In fact, there was a portion earlier in the time-lapse that I had to cut out because it was just a bunch of exploring the city of Black Lake. You know, looking at the tabletop maps gives me this idea on potentially creating road maps. You know, those play mats which you likely had back when you were a kitten. And yeah, I said kitten. Fun fact, baby bunnies are actually called kittens. And right now I'm creating the room which houses the county council. And again, I forgot to give each council member an office. So here is the office for the county manager, and it includes a table set to have a map of Black County on top of it. Now that bit of exploration in order to create the map took a little longer, so I knew then and there that I did not want to record that. So I waited until after I finished everything else in the building process before I got to that. And as you see here, I am on to the final portion of the second part, which is to add office cubicles all over the County Government Center building. So if I'm recalling correctly, floors 2 through 4 have office cubicles in some open space that I had remaining from my office rooms. Or not from my office rooms, from after I finished building the office rooms. Floor 5 doesn't have any office cubicles because that floor has an additional room which the medical examiner uses to gather crime evidence. And then floor 6, with the exception of the offices which are already built up there, and the elevator operational room, that top floor is entirely office cubicles. And then after creating these office cubicles, the final part is to create the roof decorations. So using various block forms of polished andesite, some looms, and some redstone blocks, I built some AC units up on the roof, as well as built some other units, which I guess are meant to be power sources. Well, not power sources, but like power storage units? I think so, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. And then at one corner of the building, I also placed an antenna, which acts as a lightning rod. And then on each corner of the building, I placed redstone torches, which act as little blinking lights, indicating where the top of the building is. And that finishes up the County Government Center building. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this building. Looks neat, doesn't it? Well, I ain't gonna waste too much time here. Let's go ahead and give you a tour. So here are the front doors. So if I fly into the county clerk office, you can notice the furnishings that I've added here. So shulker box cabinets. I suppose I could rename them to cabinets, but whatever. Here's the office chairs. Quite functional. Kinda, sorta. Well, eh? You see? Kinda works. Yeah, kind of works. And these office cubicles look pretty much the same throughout all of the cubicles, so I'm not gonna show you all of them. Oh, and this is what one of the water dispensers looks like. So I'll go ahead and jump through this window and let me show you the upper floors. City clerk looks more or less the same. Going up, and here we are, floor 2. So I have head of public waterworks, electrical services, garbage collection services, and over here we have public transportation services. Let me show you this office. Wait a second. Did I forget to put a map here? Hey, let me go to a different office. Let me show you garbage collection services. This includes a map of Black Lake. So if I stand up, this way points north. So we are here. Yeah, right there. And then there's another map over there. So currently this is what Black Lake looks like from outer space. So a lot of the office rooms have these little wall cabinets. So in here should be maps? No, I think they might be in a different office room actually. You got more office cubicles. Oh, and over here to an office. These little offices are mainly supposed to just fill in some of the remaining space. I didn't feel like adding cubicles here, so I just decided to make that an office room, which currently has no functionality, but maybe in the future. I don't know. Over here I have my offices for Chief of Fire Department and Police Department. Let me show you Police Department. So, cabinets here, desk chair, water dispenser. Oh, this trapdoor is supposed to represent a donut box. But obviously, no donuts inside. Oh, well. I'll open this closet door. This is where all the records are kept, all the police records. You'd probably want to be a little bit bigger, but you know what the heck. I suppose that's what the online database is supposed to be for, right? Right. So if I go up another floor, this is floor 3. What? I don't... Oh! Oh! Okay, I almost forgot. Okay, I guess every floor is unique. Whatever. So floor 3 is primarily office cubicles as well. So over here was a city council. Yep, city council, water dispenser. Might want to be a chair over here in front, but whatever. So this is where the city council meets, and then the county council meets in a similar room located upstairs on floor 5. Let's see, I don't think either of these offices are occupied. No. Alright, let's go up. So floor 4. A few office cubicles here. Could I fit one here? Never mind. Over here is... Okay, I guess on this floor it's just an office. So, never mind that. Over here we have municipal judges, like I mentioned. So this is the one for Black Lake. They get small offices. I thought, how could I possibly fit 4 or more municipal judge offices in what is supposed to be a space for, I think, 2 rooms? Well, now I did it! Ah, this judge gets a good view out over the countryside. Kinda, sorta. And over here we have City Manager, which includes another map of Black Lake. It's just the same as before, so I won't take a look. I think this contains... Yeah, these contain the map. Let's see, 145. What does that give me? That gives me portions of Black Lake, not all of it. Okay, that's a little disappointing. Let's see, anything over here? Okay, this is the mayor's office. So this is where the mayor works. But really, in today's cities, the mayor is really just more a symbol than anything else. I mean, does your city's mayor do much work for the city, or is he or she just a symbol? I have no idea, and you don't need to actually answer that question. Alright, up a floor to floor 5. So I have medical examiner's laboratory. That's the word I was looking for. This is where the medical examiner goes to check out crime evidence. I think we do have weather coming. Notice here how I'm using these lecterns, these newly added lecterns, and they can be a functional place to place your... Oh, poop, it is raining over here in Black Lake. Okay, it's not completing! So like I said, lecterns are a functional place to put your lab notes. Now let's go on to the other stuff. I'm starting to take a little too long. So here's the county board. That's what it's called, not council, board. I hope you're not getting bored by this tour. Hey, look, rain come down. Let's see, over here I've got sheriff's office. This is what a looks like. Prosecuting attorney, county manager, and this guy has a map showing all of Black Lake. And then over here is the medical examiner's office. As you can see, it is different from the laboratory. And finally, there is floor 6, which contains the office cubicles. I'm just going to use the stairs. So, yeah, it basically just is office is hard. Did I forget to furnish? Oh. Well, doesn't matter. I'm the engineer here. I'm the... Woo! And school superintendent forgot the furnishings here too. Now, to show you the roof, I need to go down to the first floor. Okay, that's the problem. Or maybe I'll just wait until it clears up. I wasn't sleeping. Oh, it cleared up. Alright, let's get up on the roof. Up and away. Voila! So as you see up here, I'm using looms and polished andesite slabs, stairs, and blocks to create AC units and sort of air ducts. I'm using redstone torches to create blinking lights indicating the top of the building so that any airplanes or helicopters know to avoid this building and where to avoid it, how to avoid it. Over here you've got power storage units. I guess those are what they are. And then over here is your lightning rod, your antenna. And I believe that is everything that I have for this building. This is going to conclude this week's episode of Black Lake. I'm thinking in next week's video of going back to Kerbal Space Program. I have this idea to celebrate Valentine's Day by creating a heart-shaped airplane. Or at least to consider the feasibility of such shape of an aircraft. But anyway, that's what I've got in store for next week. This view of the County Government Center from up here in the air is going to conclude this week's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all next week. India Alpha Bravo checking out.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.